Hi you guys, it's Steffi from Steffi's Beads and Baubles, and this is my first non-tutorial ornament video. I just did one where I explained that I will be adding a tutorial link after each ornament, but this will just be showing you the ornament I did, what I used, some suggestions for options, and then the tutorial will be listed in the description below, and you can click on that link. If you're new to the channel and you have not watched any tutorials, that is a basic tutorial to do this or any other of the ornaments I've done. If I do something new that I've never done, I will show that step. But if it's a basic ornament like this, I will link the tutorial. This little guy's a squirrel I did, and I did him a couple weeks ago, and I was trying to get everything else out first. So this little guy is just a basic squirrel. I used this cookie cutter, and I believe I bought it at either Walmart or at Hobby Lobby in the fall when they have the cards with the 3 themed cookie cutters. So you might look at Hobby Lobby in the fall because I think he came with an acorn and a leaf. I could be wrong. I need to start photographing when I buy my cookie cutters. But he's a nice simple squirrel, and you could use any squirrel to make him, or you could do a simple drawing. You can see how, I'll lay him out so you can see just how simple he is. But that's the cookie cutter I used, and using the tutorial you can see how I took him, a piece of felt, and an ink pad, which I used just a simple ink pad like this, my squirrel, and a piece of felt in the color of your choice. You can use gray, or I used a gray and a pink, and so here's some I cut out. And I made 3 versions to show you. I made this and this with a different color felt, but I used the same exact sequin, which is this vintage one. This was my first sequin. Back in the day, I was making angels. I would use colored felt and these see-through sequins. Now they're very yellowed from age. I've got thousands of them still. I think this is 2 packages in one, and then I've still got 3 or 4 unopened packages. But you can use any clear sequin like this. This is just a nice clear iridescent. You want an iridescent to give you that sparkle. So a slightly cupped clear iridescent. This is pretty equivalent to what those look like when they were newer, but they're very old. But you can't see the yellowing really. They look really nice. They sell clear sequins at, I know at Joann's they have a gorgeous one. You don't get quite as many in a bag, and it's like $1. But you can get clear sequins a lot of places. They may have them at Hobby Lobby, and but this is where I get a lot of my sequins at Cartwright, so I always show you the Cartwright options. Now this is a pink you can also use that will give you a little bit more of a pink look, and they also have a light gray as well. Let me see if I have it right here. I think I have the light gray. Let me find it to show you. Yes, here it is. Here's the light gray version that you could use on the gray. Now I got this in the mail after I finished, but if you wanted to get it a more darker gray, you could use the light gray clear iridescent. It just is called an iridescent, slightly cupped, and I always use a 5mm because I like the little bit smaller sequin. This is a 6mm sequin. You can see there's a big difference. I don't like as big of a sequin on my ornaments. So I used a clear iridescent. This one I actually used an opaque sequin in a light gray, just to show you the difference. I also used a more expensive seed bead on this one. This is a beautiful seed bead called Black Diamond. I'm going to get that up to the lens, see if you can read that. But it's a rainbow frosted black diamond Toho. You can get these anywhere that sells Toho usually. I got these at Lima Beads, but you can see they were quite pricey. I think you can get them cheaper. They're a very pale gray with a light rainbow to them. And I did find another gray sequin or seed bead that was similar but darker. And there's this one here that I got at Auntie's Beads Direct, or direct at Auntie's Beads. Now they're a darker version of that. They're also a frosted, but they're a darker rainbow, iridescent, and they're darker sequin, seed bead as well. But I also found this frosted, which is similar and a little bit darker, but it doesn't have the rainbow. So you can do all kinds of things. Now on this one I used what's called a metallic hematite that I got at Aura Crystals. But I found a similar one. You cannot tell the difference, really. And these are a lot cheaper at Cartwright's. And I got these after this was finished. I bought 4 bags because I really liked them. And they're called steel gray. These are called hematite, metallic hematite. But they're a nice dark gray, similar to hematite stone. And I thought that would make a striking edge with the gray. On the pink one, I used this very pale pink that I got at Auntie's. Now this is 2 bags I mixed together because I forgot I already had one and I ordered another one. So this is actually 100 gram, not 50. 100 minus whatever I've used. And this was a very light Cylon soft pink. I usually buy Toho brand. I just like the uniformity and the shape of the round pink, the round Tohos. And this is this a Cylon? Yeah, this is a Cylon, which is a nice kind of seed bead. It gives it kind of a pearly glow. And they have them in every color. I bought a blue one too. I just bought a blue one. You can see the difference. This is an actual 50 gram that I just got, and this is one that I put 2 in. So this is a blue Cylon. So you could do the squirrel in blue as well. You could do it in white. They sell this Cylon in a lot of different colors, purples and pinks, probably yellows and greens and everything. I haven't got all those different colors yet, believe it or not. And so anyway, the color of felt, if you're going to use the iridescent, determines the color. When you put the clear iridescent, this is actually was a clear iridescent that's yellowed in age, about 30 years old. But when you put a clear iridescent, say this one, over any color felt, it will pick up. Now, I used an iridescent, sparkly, clear seed bead as well over this one and this one, so that it would reflect and keep it from, you know, showing a color. You could do, now this one I used the same, I used a different gray. This is actually kind of a gray Cylon that I used, but you could use any color gray or a clear. I think on the opaque beads though, matching the color as close to the bead is the best way to go. And these were like a light gray seed bead. I don't know, I meant to keep them out and I did not. But you can buy a lot of light gray beads pretty much anywhere that sells. Like here's a light gray. It's called Fog at Cartwright's. That would be probably similar to the one I used. Some of my beads are pretty old, but I always use 11-0, always. But with an opaque bead, you're better off using an opaque sequin, opaque bead. Iridescent, a clear is usually better. Now, if you use a pink iridescent, then maybe a clear pink iridescent seed bead. But you'd want a clear seed bead. These are opaque. Now, I wanted to go over something I mentioned in another video real quick. I'm going to try to keep this fast because this is at 9 minutes already. I had said I was going to try to do a kit for every ornament. I'm going to have to pull back on that right now. For those of you that are unaware, for every kit I make, I have to count out every sequin and seed bead on the front, and then I have to count how many on the edge. And then for every single ornament, I have to recount them out by hand. And if I want to keep getting at least a video or 2 out a week, I'm just going to have to put that on hold because I have a baby all day, 4 days to 5 days a week, and I cannot be counting sequins and seed beads when I have her because I'd be constantly putting it down, losing count, and having to start over. So let's put that on hold for now. I know that a lot of you probably were looking forward to the kits, and I do apologize, but it's not permanent. Just give me a little time. I am going to attempt to do the tree and the classic ornament, which is this ornament here, and I have it in several different colors. I'm going to try to do probably this kind of coloring. I'm going to try to do this ornament in a kit, and let me see if I have the tree to show you. I'm going to try to do these by Christmas. I'm going to try to have these two for sure in a kit, but that's all I can promise for now. I had somebody ask me if I could do a phoenix. I was very excited to do it, but there is not a single phoenix cookie cutter to be found. And after doing my shamrock, it's really difficult to trace around. I think I showed you in that video how nasty it was to trace. So I had to literally cut out a template, pin it to the felt, and cut around it. A phoenix would be so detailed that would be almost impossible to do. It'd be so time consuming. So I just wanted to say to the subscriber that asked me, I'll have to put the phoenix on hold for now until I can find a proper cookie cutter. The few cookie cutters I found are not attractive. I don't like them, but let me keep looking, and if I can pull that off, I will. But I won't be doing any kits. Even if I said I could do it, I'm just going to have to pull back right now on kits. I will continue to do suggestions. The polar bear and the gingerbread were suggestions. I have a suggestion from the same subscriber that asked me for the phoenix, asked for a wolf, and I've got a howling wolf that I will be doing probably in a couple weeks. I'm not going to do it quite yet. I want to get a couple Easter projects done. But I won't be doing any kits for any of the future ornaments until I have a little bit more free time. The baby will be 2 this summer, and over the next year she'll get so much easier. So I thank you for your patience. I really wanted to do a kit for you for every single ornament, but right now I'm just going to have to pull back if I want to get at least an ornament a week out to you. So I do apologize to anybody that had their hopes up for kits. It's not forever, and when I get to the point where I can start doing kits, I'll get on a video and ask which kits you guys want the most. But for now, I'm going to work on, by Christmas, the tree and the ornament, and possibly the gingerbread, because this one was very popular as well. So if I can do those 2 or 3 kits by Christmas, along with the candy cane that I do have up, I will try my best to do those 3 additional, so I have those 4 classic Christmas shapes done by Christmas. So all of these plus the candy cane, which is, I've got the kit right here so I can show you. This kit is the one that's up right now. I actually have, now this is my kits right here for the candy cane. I do have the candy cane kits up, and let me show you the actual candy cane for the kit. This is the one kit I do have up, and I can do these because I've got a bunch of them made up already. And I'll try to add this one, and this one, and this one by Christmas, so that at least I can have those kits for you to do your own ornaments. But that's all I can promise for now. And as I can add more, I will happily add more. But my dream of doing it for every video is probably not going to happen. So I do apologize for that. It really was disappointing for me, but I had to manage what I could actually do because I love making the videos, and I really want to get videos out to you every week, both ornaments and some other crafting videos. And to do that, I have to put the kits on hold. So I appreciate your patience with me. In time, I'll be able to go back and start doing some kits. But I will do those 3. I'll promise you those 3 by Christmas. The gingerbread, the tree, and the ornament, along with the candy cane that is available. So when I'm ready to start doing additional kits, I will ask what you guys want, and that's what I'll take into consideration as I add more kits. But for now, I won't be doing a kit for the squirrel, and any other kits that you guys requested. Just right now, I cannot do it. I really hate to disappoint you. I will do the coyote ornament that someone wanted in a few weeks, but I won't be doing the Phoenix right now. If anybody sees a great Phoenix cookie cutter, let me know. But the ones I found were very ugly, and they were also the real detailed ones, which are harder to stamp on felt. But I'm going to keep looking. I'm not going to give up yet. I think a Phoenix would be a lot of fun. So I know that was meaningful to you and something you really wanted, but to do it freehand would be a lot more work than I'm capable of doing right now, but it's not out of the question down the line. So thank you for your patience. I'm really grateful to have all of you guys, and welcome to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much, but we're at 15 minutes, so I'm going to go. But I just wanted to update you on that and show you my squirrel, and I'm going to be starting to work on some Easter projects, and I think you'll enjoy the ones I have lined up for you. But anyway, this is my little squirrel. I hope you liked him. And if you have any questions, if I left out anything about them, please ask and I will answer you. And I always answer my comments. So feel free to ask anything if I left something out, because this is a new format for me and I may not have done as good a job at showing you. But I will get better. I'm still learning every day. Thank you so much, and I will be back very soon with my first Easter project for you. Talk to you soon. Bye.